Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of March, 2022. How crazy is that? Second week of March. And, yeah, almost finished our isolation, thank goodness. But, yeah, starting to feel better, which is good too. So, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. And I'm going to make this card with you. And anyone else who'd like to join us, just get it up on the screen so I can see if anyone's coming. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Just see how many. Alison. Oops, I might have my camera a bit far forward. Move it back a little bit. Bonjour. Okay, so this is our card tonight. And it opens up like that, and then you open it up like that, and you have a nice little pop out. Now, when I was putting it together, I couldn't decide if I wanted to go this way. You could also do it this way, so that it pops down as well. So you can do it however you like. Hi Sandra, hi Tracy. So yeah, and I have I'm not big on hearts for cards, just in general, but this, I quite liked this paper, which is what got me going with the purple. But once you put another piece of matting on there for your writing, for writing a message, it is not too bad. It's not so in your face. So we don't really do Valentine's or anything like that. So it will stand up like so. Is it going to do it? No, it's not. It was standing up before because I took a photo of it. Now it's not going to work, but you can make it stand up. The other way that you can make it stand up is having it this way, which works well if it's a portrait style card, or the other way if it's a landscape, you can have it open so that it sits like that, and you can see. Hi Sue. And so you can have your card displayed and see all of the aspects of it except for the front. So we'll get started with that. I'll pop that over there. So you're going to start with a piece of A4 cardstock. Now let me just lift this up a little bit. Hi Lisa. You start with a piece of A4 cardstock and your paper trimmer, and put it around the right way. We're going to score first. Now my little machine thing's in the way, so my paper's going to get buckled, but that's okay. So our paper is 4 1/4 wide, so we're going to go 4 1/8. Make sure it's nice and even up against this side of the. So that is there. And this one we're scoring. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know you got it. So sometimes when on post just takes a while to get there. So you're just going to score all the way through the centre there, and then you're going to pop it in and go halfway here. So you're essentially cutting it into even quarters. You're not cutting it, you're scoring it into quarters. Alright. So then you've got, I don't know how well you can see this, let me. So you've got the score lines all the way up. Okay. Then we're going to take off one piece. Now, it really kind of depends on how you want to do it. You could have it so that it's lifting up, and so then you would take the top piece off so that you've got the 2 bottom pieces and then one piece coming down. So I cut off, I can't remember which one I cut off, but so if you want to have it going portrait, you just need to make sure that you've got it. Who's going to be the best one to cut off? We'll just do one and see how you go. Yes, I did, Lisa. It's just a piece of A4. I'm sure I posted it. Did I not post it? I took a photo of it. I might not have posted it. I'm sorry. Let me have a quick look and see on, I can't remember. My brain's a bit of a fog actually at the moment, so I thought I got it all organised and took a photo. It doesn't appear that I have posted it, sorry. I will post it with the finished cards. It's fairly straightforward. A4 piece and then 3 pieces of your standard matte size DSP. Maybe it's not your phone, maybe it's Facebook. So I'm going to cut off this piece here. So we know that, I'm going to go this way because it's going to be a little bit easier. We know that we have got our measurement at 5 7/8, and then our, oh, you just got the notification for the video. Oh, we've only been going a couple of minutes, so it's not too bad. 4 1/8 there, and I've got it measured, you probably can't see that, but I've got it at my 5 7/8, and I'm going to clip it down there, and I'm going to cut that way. Now if you prefer to, you can just use scissors and cut on your score line, and then I'm going to, which one am I going to cut off? I'm going to cut this one off, I think. Oh, you know, it's only paper, and it'll work, just whether it works how I was thinking it will work. So we'll go to 5 7/8, and you've got your score mark. No, I'm going a funny angle here. You've got your so you need 4 1/8. Oh my gosh, sorry ladies, it's just not feeling very comfortable at the moment, so maybe if I turn it that way a little bit I'll have a bit more room. Okay, so lift that. 4 1/8 is where we need to come down to. We need to get our line marked at 5 7/8, or we line your point of your trimmer up with your score mark there, and I'm going up that way, so you'll end up with a piece which you can use as a mat for something else, and then you'll end up with this. Now if I did it this way, it would be, you know, it would still be the same. So we're just going to fold our score lines. Now I found when I was doing this, Alison, it will not really matter because you can flip your card over. I can't actually remember which one I cut because I flipped it around a few times, so yeah, it's not going to make too much difference. So let's go this way. And now I have a little bit of a, just because there's that double layer on that fold there, so it does come a little bit short there, but that's okay. What I did do with my other one is I came in this side here with a pair of scissors and just kind of, I did put it in my trimmer, but what I wanted to trim off was too narrow for the trimmer, and it didn't like it and made a mess. So I just, you don't need to, if you're, like I just felt that it didn't sit flat and I wanted it to sit a bit flatter than it actually was. So I've got, you can, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little tiny gap there, which just means that it's easier to fold and it will hopefully sit a bit flatter. That sits flatter than the other one. Okay, so I'm going to have mine so it stands up this way, hopefully. Maybe I'll go this way then. That's a bit better. So I've got it up that way. Thanks, Glennis. I am starting to feel a bit better actually. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've chosen the paper from the Artistically, what's it called? Artfully Layered suite. So this has the stamps and dies with these on it. I've gone for one of the more patterned pieces and then 2 of the plainer pieces, which I'm going to use for the inside. I'm going to use this one here because it, no, I'm going to use this one here. Actually, I hadn't decided what I was going to do, so you put that one there. You could put one on the front and cut it out if you want to as well. which means that you would need 4 pieces of design series paper. I'm going with 3, and so I stamped on the front of my front layer and then my DSP. You don't even need to have DSP on every layer. You could just have some white cardstock as your piece. So I'm going to pop this as my first piece there. And maybe I'll put that on the inside. Oh, who knows? Help, ladies. That there, and then, yeah, I think that there, and then that there, I think is how it's going to go. So, we need to, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a hole, cut a shape through there. Now, if you don't, I know that some of you don't have die cutting machines, and that's okay. You just need to cut a piece with your trimmer, or if you've got a punch that you can cut it out just to give you a shape. It's really just to kind of give you this little window that you can put your sentiment on. It doesn't really have to have one, but it just kind of helps to it just kind of gives it a little bit of difference. I'm just lifting you up again, so I'm going to bring my big shot in. Not my big shot. Oh my gosh, how terrible is that? Sorry, ladies. Cut and emboss machine. Oops. That's right. Let's see. Let me move this up a little bit more so you can see. So this time, hopefully I've got everything set up correctly and I don't have to mess around with it partway through. So what you need to do is make sure that your piece that you're cutting is actually not layered over anything else. So you only want to cut through one layer. So you're going to pop that there, and I am going to use these scallop contour dies, and these are really lovely. I'm going for the third one here. They're all scalloped edges, but the inside edge is quite different on each of them. So, oh, excuse me, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So I'm going with this one, and I'm popping this onto here. I want to go kind of central. You can go whichever way you want. You could go on an angle. Should we do an angle? Why not? Add a little bit more. Or that might mess with my head a bit, but we're going to go angled. Hopefully it doesn't mess with anyone else's head either. And make sure that's all together. Pass that through. So you'll end up with a scallop edging with this die, with an edging around it, and then you have this piece that you're going to put in the middle as well. So let me get this out of the way. And then we will get together and put, bring it closer. Oh, it feels so far away. Okay, so that might do my head in now. Where's my brake on? So this part here, I'm actually going to stamp just to kind of give it something different. If you're going to put designer series paper on here, I would put your designer series paper on and then cut your shape. Don't try and line it up after. Yeah, don't try and line it up after you've cut it. That would be a nightmare, and you'll be cursing me. So please make sure that you do all of that first. Now I have all my blocks and stuff out, and now I can't put my hands on them. That might be a bit big, but we'll see. Alright, so I've just got one of the Evening Evergreen, and actually I'm just going to test how dark it is on the back of that. Oh yeah, that's alright. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm just stamping random as you can stamp, just to kind of give a bit of texture. Whoops, thing got in the way there. Stamp pad got in the way. Kind of looks almost like cheetah spots, but they're leaves. Okay, and let's try and squeeze one in there. Didn't do it very evenly, and now, even though it's supposed to be random, it's annoying me that there's gaps, so I'm going to try and fill them in. So maybe I'm not very good at doing random. Alright, so that will do for now. Just keep nudging that down and nudging that down with your bone folder. And then I have already cut out, so this was the piece that is going to go in here. And I've already cut out the white layer for that using the next size down in those scallop dies. Let me put that away over there so it doesn't get damaged. So this is just going to layer on top here like that. I'm going to stamp with another stamp that's from the set. And I'm just going to stick, that's not very straight. For this one. In the middle, oops, a bit far away. Take it up. Nice and even. Move that out the way. And inside here I have stamped Happy Birthday and some flowers. So on I have two, another one the same size as the succulent that I've got for the inside, and then a larger one. So on that one, I might just do a bit of this leaf, which means I need another block. Let me just get that off. Over there. Quite like this leaf. It's quite a funky leaf, and I think I might do it on both. And do just a little bit of a two-tone, and then straight away on top. Like that, and then let's do another one on this side, because I will have them on opposite sides, so they'll balance hopefully. Alrighty, that's our stamping. Alright, so we'll just let that dry a minute or two. So those are our inside pieces. So now we're going to put our designer series paper on. Now what did I decide? I think I'm going to put this one here. There were some gorgeous cards posted over the last few days, ladies. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed making that one. It wasn't too stressful. Lisa, you did a great job just using the designer series paper. That's the great thing about paper, pattern paper, is it just takes the place of anything else that you don't have, and creates a lovely card. Some of the best cards are just pieces of designer series paper and a sentiment, so they're great. Alright, so I'll put that one there, and I'm going to open it up in here, and I'm going to have this one on this way. Just blowing it all through the classroom. Oh, you've been teaching, Alison. That's nice to give you something. Been teaching and didn't make this one not a problem at all. Wind was blowing it all through. Yeah, the wind can be frustrating at times. Especially I remember when I was in 25, which is not there anymore, and we were out over the hill, which is actually was next to your classroom, Lisa, and the wind was horrendous. We couldn't have the windows open very often. Oh, Alison, are you at West? Oh, no, you can have my class. I thought she said you have my class. Alright, so we've got this. And then we're going to pop our green piece in here like that. And so I don't want to have... Yeah, it is now room 36. It was a lovely classroom. I really liked that class. So I'm just going to pop... I don't want too much thickness through the layers, with it being already 3 layers. And then the nice thing with the shape, when you cut that out, it just fits nicely in there. Oh yeah, I thought so, Alison, I misread the other comment, sorry. You can pop that through, and then you have it really nicely laid out in there. And then we had some exciting news yesterday. Our neighbours, our lovely neighbours next door, had their first baby, a little girl. No name yet, but a little girl, so that was really exciting to hear, and it was quite nice because it was on my stepdad's birthday, so that's a nice remembrance. Alright, so that is going to open like that. I think I've done that the wrong way. I have, because I wanted it to go this way. Now it's not. Now it's got to go this way, but you know, c'est la vie. It's all about how you stamp that piece there. I should have stamped something going that way. And then that would have probably looked really annoying going on an angle like that and having a sentiment on there. But anyway, never mind. I ramble. So we're just going to pop that open. And then on the inside pieces here, so because I've got my card going this way again, and actually I've done it different here because I've lifted that one up. So this one opens this way. So there's no right or wrong way of doing it. So I think I might put that there. So we got that, ladies. There's no right or wrong way. So it doesn't matter which piece you cut off. It doesn't matter which way you put your card pieces. Now also, if you don't have dies or die cutting machine, you don't have to use labels like this. Just cut some white cardstock. That's all you need. You just and you can stamp that. Yeah, that leaf looks a bit naff on there, but too late. How sad. I'm sure someone will love it. There's no wrong way, Trace. There's no wrong way. No wrong way. Because except my paper's the wrong way. But when you put this over the top, you can't tell. Alright, so let's just make sure there's no air bubbles in that. Make sure there's no air bubbles in that. Fold that over in the same there. Use the shape attributes to cut it out. Is that those solid shapes that you have in the classroom, Lisa? Shape attributes. And there we go. We're done. Get rid of my rubbish. So, yeah, cool. They're really good for cutting out shapes. I used to do that a lot with the kids when I was in year 3. So there we go. There's one, and here is the other one. So both open completely different ways. Both, you could say, I've cut them differently. So like I said, it doesn't actually matter which way at all that you cut, as you just need to have 3 pieces cut off, and so that it can all fold up together. And because if I'd done it that way, it'd still work that way. And any of them will work. Sorry, I'm trying. That's probably not very good for your eyes doing it like that. Yeah, so that is the end of that card. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. 5 to 7, and it's done. So, love to see anything that you create. If you don't have Designer Series paper, that is not a problem either. All you need to have is some stamps and some ink. Cut out your matte pieces or your coloured card the same size as the designer series paper when I post that for you, sorry, which is 3 3/4 by 5.5, which gives you that nice little edge around the top. And then just stamp it. Make your own designer series paper with your stamps and ink, and it doesn't actually have to be. You can also put another piece of designer series paper on the front and then cut out your. When you do that, if you decide to put designer series paper on the front, glue around your edges, because what will happen is when you cut your shape out, you want to, you don't have to, but to get the plain cardstock, it'll come apart if you just glue around the edges. If you glue through the middle, then your centerpiece will have the DSP as well, which is not a problem, but if you want a plain colour to offset against the DSP or your pattern paper, then I would suggest that you just glue around the edge. Otherwise, just stamp on here. Stickers work too, Lisa, for sentiments. Handwriting sentiments on work just as well. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at our prize winning wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tonight. Here we go. Let me just tilt my little thing around. So we've got 7 people. Please, if you're watching, let me know if I missed your card. Sometimes Facebook is a little bit funny and hides things when I'm going to look for them. So I've got Mary, Glenys, Andrea, Heather, Lisa, Sue and Sandra. So congratulations, ladies. Thank you very much for putting your card, having a go at doing that card and posting it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Alright, here we go. Good luck, ladies. Lisa! Yay! That's awesome, Lisa. Congratulations. I will be in touch to organise your prize with you in the next little while. Alright, I'm going to turn this around in it. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god, are you all there? Hopefully you're all still there. Please still be there. I pressed the Facebook have moved things around and oh no, that's not a good look. That's not good. We won't be keeping that for very long, ladies, but I actually pressed the finish button instead of flip the camera button, and then it said cancel, so hopefully I've managed to cancel it. Congratulations again, Lisa. I hope that I hope that I hope you're all still watching. And I gave the card to Fiona to say, oh, that's nice. I'm sure she appreciated it. She loves getting handmade cards. Also, thank you very much to Andrea for her suggestion of posting my videos onto YouTube, and the wonderful, lovely people that have gone and subscribed to my channel. This one will be posted up there as well. I did think it was quite a good idea to make it a bit easier to find the videos for people if they wanted to go back and make one of the cards after the challenge and stuff. So thank you very much for all your amazing support. It was a very smart idea, right outside my comfort zone, so her encouragement was much appreciated. So I will see you on Sunday night with a new card. I will post the instructions, the measurements, and the finished photos of this card up after the live, and I look forward to seeing your creations when you make them. Alright, take care. See you later.